the wonderful world of online comedy. Please join me in a nice, rowdy welcome for Elgin Alway.
Free bird!
Well, thank you very much, Vickie. I really appreciate that. It just makes it more weird because I'm doing jokes in front of my boss for a job I do that's very family friendly. Like, have you seen my act? Are you sure you want? Okay. Anyway, before I start with any material or anything, I just want to say I'm sure you guys have seen the news. There's a bunch of riots going on out there. I hope you guys are safe. But just a quick question by a show of hands. Who here bought a TV today? I hope you guys can see me all right. This is a brand new laptop. I don't know how it's working yet. It was weird though, and I want to thank you, Vickie, for kind of pulling me out of not doing comedy for a long time. I haven't done stand-up in quite a while, and I'm thinking with all that time that has passed, I am a little worried that it might affect my timing. Breathe, buddy, breathe. I want to do something a little special for you guys. I don't do this every show, but it's a special show. I actually, I have my guitar here, and I want to do a little something for you guys. Is that cool with you guys?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I want to do a song for you. It was taught to me, and it's one of those songs. Well, the story is about a guy who won't let anything come between him and those he loves. This song is called Breaking Out of Jail. Thank you.
It's more fun to laugh and stay.
The younger kids in the crowd who like the dance remixes, I've got one too. For your entertainment, here's classic jokes as done by Barack Obama.
No, jeez.
Let me be clear. The following are classic jokes. Redone, or as Kanye says, remixed. Why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the bitch's house. Knock, knock.
Who's there? There.
It's the chicken, bitches. I hoped I could alchemize some words in a way that caused you some laughter. Hope you're doing safe. I hope you cracked. Hope I got to crack you guys up. Be safe. Have a wonderful night. Thank you very much.
Too much.
I should have seen that one coming. Oh my goodness.
The map of the Hawaiian Islands.
Oh.
Please welcome next comic, Audrey Stewart.
Yeah! Guys, I miss the busy streets. I miss being out in my neighborhood and seeing the one guy that was always selling us roses. He's not there right now, but when he was like, hey, Audrey, here's a rose for your girlfriend. I'm like, nah, you mean my boyfriend? He's like, no. I'm like, all right, okay. It's fair. I want you all to know that I like guys. I like guys! Okay. But it was my old Zoom show set, and I was like, I like guys! And you're like, okay, I don't know. Who's she trying to convince? Myself, okay? Trying to convince myself. No, here's the thing. I know that I'm probably gay, but I'm too poor to be gay right now because I don't want to go on a date with a girl and then the check comes and she's like, and I'm like, no. He's like, well, bitch, you know, you're in a flannel. I'm like, okay, bitch, you drive a Jeep. She's like, oh, yeah? You got a really low voice. And I'm like, God damn it. I do. I went on a date with a guy one time. He was like, you have a garbage disposal voice. And I was like, you shut the fuck up. I thank you so much. And that's crazy. And that was it. And that's why I love Zoom shows. You never know where it's going to go. You're like, you're never booking her again. Thank you so much. Indiana is psychotic. I'm like, that is it.
Thank you. Thank you, Audrey.
This makes me happy. I'm going to go take shots now.
And then my favorite fun fact that I just learned this week, I learned about his new podcast that he and Greg Barron do called Don't Take Bullshit from Fuckers. So super educational, very serious, and you can look it up. I've been listening on Spotify, Don't Take Bullshit from Fuckers. There's a couple asterisks, but I'm sure you can find it if you look hard. But please join me with a nice welcome for Kane Holloway.
Hello. Hello. I'm also sober, 3 years, so quarantine's been a lot of fun. I find myself with my sober ass thoughts. Fuck. When I was on tour, the funniest thing I found out about opening up about alcohol, you know, being an alcoholic or whatever, is when I would be in like the Midwest or the Southern states, and I would tell them that I don't drink anymore, they'd boo me. Which is funny, you know, because like alcoholism it's a disease that affects people, and it's really hard to come to grips with and then open up about. And if I'm in Texas and I tell them I don't drink anymore, they're like, "What? He doesn't drink? How does he drive?" Boo! Boo! I don't get it. What a bitch. But if I told them I was giving up heroin, they'd be like, let's buy his book. That's so inspirational. I don't smoke weed either, but not because I have an addiction to weed or I'm not smart enough to smoke weed. Like, I don't know what you got to be a member of Mensa or a doctor to fucking know the ratio. I either don't smoke enough, so then I'm just sober with bad breath, or I get really high and then I'm really paranoid and super freaked out. I got so high one time that I got scared in the middle of telling a story. That's fucking high. To know exactly how a story ends and still be like, what's gonna happen? Oh my God. Did I make it? Am I here now? I like functioning stoners. Anybody that can get rip roaring high and then go be a member of society. I see you, Elgin, fucking with your ass. Nice ass, by the way.
Thank you.
I've been alone in quarantine too long. Stood up and I was like, damn. Number peach emoji. All right. And he plays the guitar. Double threat. I don't know how, okay, so I used to smoke weed all the time, and I still couldn't figure out how to be a functioning stoner. In high school, I got so high that I forgot my birthday at a Blockbuster Video. And for anybody under 25, Blockbuster Video was a beautiful place that had movies and candy, hopes and dreams. And, I walked up to the counter. I had 3 VHSs. That's right. 2 of them were the same movie. I found out later. And the clerk is like, you know, you can get one of those for free if it's your birthday. We just look it up in the system, and you get a free rental. When's your birthday? And then I stared at her for 30 seconds before I said, October, and I was wrong. Guessed on my own birthday. Oh, I gotta get going. Damn, this was fun. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Kane.
That's awesome.
Yeah, buddy.
Woo!
Thank you, Kane. That was fantastic. That was really fun. I'm very grateful to my brother for putting these shows together. So please join me in welcoming my favorite comic. I can say that because he's my brother. Please welcome Kevin Burrell.
All right. Thanks, everybody. So glad to be up here. I saw Elgin's ass. I wasn't expecting that. So some surprises along the way. So yeah, it's good. It's good to be here. At the beginning of the year, my wife and I went up to Seattle. Okay, I had a couple people from Seattle, got no reaction. Okay.
I'm there.
Little nod, one little nod there. Yeah. And yeah, that's about, okay, well, you know, I'll just pick, in the beginning of the year, my wife and I were in Reno, Nevada. All right, that was a little better. We actually weren't in Reno, Nevada, though, but we were in Seattle. And when we were up in Seattle, we went up into a place called, for breakfast, called the Biscuit Bitch.
No, yeah.
And at the Biscuit Bitch, I think the goal is to have the wait staff be kind of rude and crude to you, but our girl, she was quite pleasant. So we walk in, she's like, "Good morning, bitches. How are ya? Welcome in." And she did not discriminate. The couple coming in behind us, they were like late 60s, early 70s. And they walk in behind us and she's like, "Welcome, bitches. Come to the line over here." Anyways, I actually told you that just because I wanted to start by saying this. Good evening, bitches. Thanks for coming. Good to see you guys. I have a little survey for you. I'm just curious. So I know we're on Zoom, so you're either watching on gallery view or on speaker view, or you're seeing me, or gallery view because everybody. So make some noise if you're on gallery view.
Yeah! Gallery!
And make some noise if you're on speaker view. Okay, all right. Well, thank you for participating. That made me feel good. It was very different than when I was teaching, when 50% of my kids didn't listen to the question. But yeah, I'm glad you guys are here and answer. But really, when I look at you guys, I really just was like, this looks like a cross section of the United States. So I really wanted to do some kind of survey. I was just kidding. That was a joke. I've never seen more lack of diversity than this audience right now. I mean, I want to thank Josh Musni actually for representing a generic non-white ethnicity. Thank you, Josh. I mean, I think he's the reason why, you know, those ethnicity surveys they list all the ethnicities and they say other on the bottom. It's for Josh. You're right there. Actually, I want you guys to fill one out right now. I'm going to give you the choices. A, white. B, non-white, generic ethnicity. And C, I'm not sure if I'm white or not white, but I hope one day I meet my real parents. Josh, I already filled that out for everybody else, so can you tell us what your survey says? Did anybody see the space launch today?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, okay,
Yep.
I got some enthusiasm there. That actually made me uncomfortable.
Okay.
I mean, I'm watching that, and they're like going 1,000 miles an hour, and I keep watching the speed. It's going up and up, and I'm just like, hey, slow down. Be safe, guys. Be safe. And then they get to the point where they're about to like leave the atmosphere, and the shuttle is like mostly on fire. It looks like it's about to blow up, and the announcer's like, everything's looking good. I'm like, that's your perspective. They finally get to space. I don't know if the guys that saw this know what I'm talking about. They have a camera right on the engine, and it looks like it's attached by some garbage bags and duct tape. I don't think that's what they really used, but that's what it looked like to me. All right. You guys didn't appreciate that joke, but that was just supposed to be funny.
I think we agree.
But it was literally true, though. It did look.
Yeah.
Yesterday was my last day of teaching this semester, of doing virtual teaching. And I want to take a moment. Yeah, all right. So it's always good to finish the semester. Thank you for that. Yes, we can always applaud virtual or not when the semester is over. But I want to take a moment to tell you guys about how stupid my students are.
Oh my.
This segment is actually going to be edited from the video. Because I'm also applying for jobs right now. I don't want to go to my next interview and they'll be like, hey, we Googled your name. We saw your comedy show. That segment you did on the students being stupid, we loved it. That perspective and insight. You seem like just the guy we're looking for here. But I actually, those of you that are teachers, you understand this. It's actually, they're not stupider now that's virtual, but it's just showing up in different ways. But even when I was teaching in the classroom, I mean, I used to give it, back in the day, I was giving tests, and I just make one copy, and I would give it to all the classes, and I would ask them not to write on the test, and I even put on the top of the test, and not write the test, and yet some kids still wrote on the test. So after a couple times of this, I got a little tired of it. So the next day before the test, before I passed them, I said, hey, everybody in the class, repeat after me. I will not write on the test. And they all said it back. I will not write on the test. And then I passed out the test. 30 seconds later, the kid raised his hand. Hey, can we write on the test? I didn't even have to say anything. Every other kid in the class turned around and gave him a look like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. It was actually a good teaching moment for me. But now we're doing virtual comedy, and so, I mean, virtual teaching, said the wrong word, sorry. And in virtual teaching, I see their answers now in writing, so it shows up a little more clear. I have like data on their stupidity. So I asked them the other day in a question, just for fun, I do have a non-math question. I said, hey, name someone not in your family who you admire. I had 6 kids put mom, 5 dad, 3 uncles, 3 brothers, 1 cousin, one grandpa, and 2 put both parents.
Oh my God.
And I don't have that many students to warrant those answers. I was like, next week for virtual education, we're going to work on literacy. It got so bad, I started giving them the answers in the question. I would write like, hey, tomorrow's Zoom meeting is at 11:30. What time is tomorrow's Zoom meeting? And they were still getting it wrong. So I changed it, and I just gave them one answer. Week 5's assignments are due on Friday. What day are week 5's assignments due? Choice A, Friday. I still had 2 kids handwrite in with no other choice. I don't know.
Oh my God.
IDK.
I know some of you are struggling with the quarantine, and I know Kane's not drinking at all, but some people are developing some bad habits and everything. And
You know.
don't worry, I got some advice for you. This is I learned years ago from my friend Kim, back when she was in her mid-20s. She comes to me and she's like, hey, I've been drinking too much beer and it's starting to become a problem. So I Googled the health benefits of drinking beer. It's actually really good for you. And I don't feel so bad about it.
Nice.
So I don't know what you guys are dealing with, but whatever it is, give it a shot. I mean, if it's getting fat and not exercising, I'm not sure what you'll find. But anyways, good luck to you. But give that a try. Years ago, I ordered some protein powder online from a company called Herbalife. Don't ever order from them. They automatically enrolled me in their members benefit program for $19.99 a month for the benefits in which I was not aware I was receiving. And you might be wondering, like, how long could someone be in a program for $19.99 a month and not be aware of it? The answer is 17 months.
Oh, yes. Done that.
It's not a record I'm proud of, but I am glad to at least have a record in something. But to be honest, I don't even know if I would have found it on my own. My girlfriend actually was reading my credit card statement and was like, hey, what's Herbalife? I'm like, give me that. And that's the only reason I caught it. I married that girl. Best financial decision of my life.
Rude.
I was going to transition from here to a sex joke, but I tried to clear it with my wife before the show, and I'm just going to choose to stay married instead.
Choice.
I know some people have told me they were disappointed this was my last show, but you know, all the hard work has been paying off. I mean, I don't know, have you guys ever gone to Safeway and you're in aisle 6 buying Pop-Tarts and some random guy comes up to you like, hey, are you that comedian from YouTube? That also has never happened to me. And I don't actually know what aisle the Pop-Tarts are on. Please don't go to Safeway to aisle 6 and be like, man, where the fuck are the Pop-Tarts? You told me they would be here. I really need a haircut. I don't have a joke about that, but that's true. My daughter told me a joke. She's 14 and she's like, you know that song, Pina Colada? I used to think it was peeing in a colada. I like peeing in a colada, caught in the rain. I don't know what a colada is. And I don't know why he wants to pee in one. But if you found the other person that wants to pee in one too, I think it's time to stop looking. Man, just found your soulmate. I'm gonna close with this. When I was dating my wife at the beginning, we agreed I would only spend the night on the night she didn't have the kids. Kids were pretty young at the time. And then one night we got home kind of late and she was like, hey, just stay the night tonight. So I did. I stayed the night, and the next morning, Alyssa, her daughter, 6 years old, comes in the room. I'm still asleep. I reach over, grab my glasses, I look over her, and she sees me in bed with her mom for the first time. She's like, Kevin, you wear glasses? I was like, yeah, that's the part that's unusual about this situation. All right, that's the show for tonight.
Thank you, Kevin.